Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Chris Davis, and today we're going to talk about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. In particular, we're going to discuss the 2-hour demo that various gaming websites were able to play. So, last week, various gaming websites were able to play a 2-hour demo of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and each of them discovered something different. And we're going to go over some of those things. So first thing that they showed us that I find very interesting is there's going to be shiny Pokemon in the overworld. So that feature was in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee and Pokemon Legends Arceus. I'm glad it's making a return to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, the second thing that I found very interesting, and I'm glad that we know about this now, is the sandwich feature. There's going to be a lot more to it. When it was first introduced, it seemed to me that it was going to be very novel. It wasn't going to be as interesting as the curry that you make in Pokemon Sword and Shield, but there's more to it than just putting stuff on bread. Depending on the quality of sandwich is going there's different qualities of sandwiches you can make, and depending on the quality will determine the buffs you get. So when you make sandwiches, there's this catching buff, there's this encounter buff. Well, the quality of the sandwich will determine the higher buffs you get. So what they showed us was there's different ingredients for sandwiches that will make sandwiches better, and to me that is good news to hear, because first I thought I was just putting stuff on bread and that was it, and I wanted it to be a lot more, because like with Sword and Shield, there was, depending on the berries you put in would really determine the outcome of what kind of curry you got, whether it was the Caporaja or Charizard one. So the sandwiches are going to be like that. Depending on the ingredients you use, that will determine the quality of the sandwich, and then the quality of the buffs you get. Now, third thing that I found very interesting was the Path of Legends. When the Path of Legends was introduced to us, I found it very interesting, but I thought that it would be just bare bones. There wouldn't be much to it, but that's not the case. People who were allowed to play the 2-hour demo of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet had to defeat the Titan Pokemon 2 times, and when they were about to pursue it again, the Nintendo staff told them not to pursue it. So you could battle this Pokemon a 3rd time. It could actually be 2, and then you get the Herba Mystica. But I have a theory that, that the Path of Legends and making sandwiches are connected, because Arvin is a cook. He's the one you work with in the Path of Legends, and on the gaming website, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet website, says that he'll give you like ingredients and make meals for you if you help him. You probably get better ingredients to make sandwiches if you do the Path of Legends. So that's what I'm thinking of. So I think that's what it is. Now, the fourth thing that really stood out to me is Starfall Street. Now, when Team Star was introduced to us, I was disappointed. I thought they would be weak. They would be pushovers. I thought they would be another Team Yell. But I'm glad to hear that people who played the demo said that Team Star is challenging. When you face the Team Star Fire Boss, Mela, she uses a Drought Torkoal, which means even if you have a water Pokemon, you're going to have a hard time because Drought weakens water attacks. She has an Ace Pokemon. Also, you battle the Starmobile, and people who played the demo have said that the Starmobile has knocked out like half their team. Like if they didn't have Armor Rouge, they probably would have lost the battle. With this demo, another thing that I see is they get Armor Rouge pretty early in the game, so that'll be a good thing as well. You most likely won't get Armor Rouge late in the game. It'll be early in the game, so that will be a cool thing. Another thing that I found that was very interesting, that the catching mechanics in Pokemon Legends Arceus, they're not going to carry over to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I wish they would, because the catching mechanics in Legends Arceus was really good. You could catch a Pokemon and not release a Pokemon from your Pokeball at all. But the only thing that's going to carry over from Legends Arceus in regards to catching is really the backstrike. And even then, the backstrike, if you throw a Pokeball, an empty Pokeball, at a Pokemon, I believe you're not going to catch it. What you're going to have to do is throw a Pokeball with the Pokemon inside. Do the backstrike, so hitting the Pokemon at the back of the head. And that will daze them. And then when the battle starts, that will cause them to flinch, giving you an extra turn to make a move. So I found that very interesting. I wish they would bring back a lot of the catching mechanics in Legends Arceus. Like I said, it really changed things up and made it interesting. But other than that, well, there's one more thing. I just caught this on YouTube earlier today, that there's going to be some Pokemon news dropping tomorrow, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, so 9 a.m. on the East Coast, 6 a.m. on Pacific Standard Time, since you guys are 2 hours behind Central Standard. So we'll talk about what they release tomorrow on this channel. But that's it. Thank you all for watching. If you like what I had to share, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with all your friends, and all of you have a great day.